Greetings, everyone. One of my viewers said, "Why are you left-handed?" Last I checked, this is my right hand. Sometimes I wave this way, but I tend not to because I don't want to hit the music stand. Sometimes I wave this way. It's really, I'm actually ambidextrous. It's really not a big deal. Anyway, greetings. Oh, left hand. How's it going, everybody? Mill Creek Entertainment, a company that we seem to be talking about more and more and more lately. They just continue to bring out some fantastic budget titles. Don't mind all the construction going on out there. Some fantastic titles for the budget-conscious collector. And this year actually marks their 10th anniversary, so expect even more awesome stuff to come over the course of the next year. Not the least of which is a new collection of multi-movie packs, quite unlike some of the multi-movie packs we've seen in the past. And got some new Blu-rays, some new DVDs, featuring not just public domain stuff this time. It's actually some more licensed stuff. I mean, we've been seeing a big upswing in actual licensed titles. I mean, where they kind of started doing budget packs of movies, of public domain titles. Lately, they've been getting more and more licensed titles. I mean, we started to see it with their cartoons and then sitcoms, and now we're seeing more and more licensed movies from them. I mean, they've had a few in the past, but now we're seeing more than ever before. And I recently picked up a few, and that's what we're going to take a look at today on the Multimedia Chronicles. Welcome back. So I gotta say, I continue to be impressed and delighted with all the great stuff that Mill Creek is bringing our way. It's giving people like me a chance to see a lot more movies and get a lot more movies into the collection without having to break the bank. And the other thing is, a lot of the current releases have actually been pretty darn nice quality. Far and above better quality than what we've seen in some of their earlier releases, the multi-movie packs and whatnot. So just by way of comparison, with the multi-movie packs, like the public domain collections, you often get 4, sometimes as many as 5 movies crammed onto a single dual-layer disc. So needless to say, the bitrate is quite low on those, and and they tend to be from pretty rough quality prints, because, I mean, they're public domain titles, right? But, I mean, you know what you're getting when you get a set like that. I mean, 50 movies for $12, I mean, come on. What do you expect the quality to be like? Of course, it's not going to be like the finest Blu-ray in the world. It's a budget title. I mean, it is what it is. And as I've said in previous videos before, as rough as the quality might be on those, there are definitely some gems to be found in those sets. A lot of stuff that just is not available any other way. So if you're fans of those particular genres, such as, I'm big on the spaghetti westerns and the sword and sandal stuff, for example, you can't go wrong with those sets. They really are a good value. So, that said, Mill Creek is stepping up their game, because they recently got a whole slew of movies from Buena Vista Home Entertainment. Yeah, Buena Vista, a Disney company, or maybe Disney's a Buena Vista company. I don't know. I can't remember. Anyway, they're together and have been for quite some time. Now, these are not A-list titles. These are kind of like B-list movies that have A-list actors in them. But I'll show you a couple things that I found interesting about them. First off, let's take a look at which ones we got here. So first up, we got a 4-movie collection featuring Harrison Ford on the cover there, and we got a nice description on the back. What we have here is Hollywood Homicide with Harrison Ford and Josh Hartnett, Hudson Hawk with Bruce Willis, Lone Star State of Mind, I'm not actually sure who's in that one, Jamie King, John Mellencamp, Matthew Davis, a pretty good selection of folks there, and finally The Fan with Robert De Niro and Wesley Snipes. So there you go. Now I'll show you something interesting. As you know, a lot of Mill Creek multi-movie sets have like 4 or 5 movies crammed onto a single disc, so you might be thinking that's what this is going to be. It's not. The other thing that you may have come to expect from Mill Creek is that they put everything in paper sleeves. Well, take a look at this. Ta-da! First off, no more than 2 movies per disc, and nice, artwork on each one, and no paper sleeves. Actual proper double cases. So they're actually, they're actually putting a little bit more effort into these sets, which is quite nice. So in terms of bitrate, I mean, you basically have 2 dual layer discs here that give you an average bitrate of about 5,000 or 6,000 kilobits per second, which is normal bitrate for a DVD. So pretty nice. So essentially you're getting a bare bones release of a bunch of movies really cheap. These sets go for $10 or less. The suggested retail price is $10, but you can often find them for less. So, I mean, that's a heck of a deal. I mean, you're getting... These are not just public domain crap titles. I mean, chances are you will have heard of most, if not all, of the movies in these collections. I was talking to Stoudman, and we kind of came to the conclusion that maybe this means that Buena Vista has essentially given up on a lot of these movies and just doesn't want to do individual releases of a lot of them, and has essentially licensed them out to Mill Creek just to have some kind of a release out there, and they can make some kind of money off of it. I don't know what the deal is, but the thing is, a lot of the movies on these collections, much like their public domain sets, are not available individually and have never been available on, some of them have been available on DVD before, but a lot of them have never been available on Blu-ray before, and likely never will be, other than in the form you're about to see. Before we get to the Blu-rays, next up we have another 4-movie collection with, got Mila Jovovich, Mila, I can never pronounce her name. She's beautiful, that's all that matters. From the Messenger, which is a movie she did about the life of Joan of Arc. So on this one, we sort of have a, strong women theme with a bit of a religious slant to it. We've got Agnes of God with Jane Fonda, Anne Bancroft, and Meg Tilly. Mary Riley, which is actually the reason I picked up this set. It's one I've been wanting to see for a long time, and just watched it as one of the last Halloween movies, starring Julia Roberts and John Malkovich. It's kind of an interesting take on the old Jekyll and Hyde story. It's basically the story of Jekyll and Hyde as seen through the eyes of his maid, who basically falls in love with both Jekyll and Hyde and stuff like that. And it's an interesting twist on the old story. I really enjoyed that one a lot. And of course we have The Messenger with Mila Jovovich, John Malkovich again, Faye Dunaway, and Dustin Hoffman. Quite an all-star cast in this. It is not the director's cut of The Messenger, by the way. That one is not available here, unfortunately. I think it was only available overseas, like a German release or something like that. The director's cut, I think, incorporates about 5 or 10 additional minutes of material, but whatever. I mean, at least we've got it on DVD now. And then finally we have The Pact of Silence with, who's in that one? Oh, Gerard Depardieu, that's right. So it's actually a French film with English subtitles. So there you go. Mill Creek's getting into some foreign films now, which is pretty cool. Now, you're probably wondering about the Blu-rays. Let's take a look here. Kind of a random assortment, but I do like how they sort of try to theme things together here. So this one is, action. This one is strong women with kind of a religious slant to them and stuff like that. So it's pretty cool. So next up, we have the Blu-ray double features. So they have 4 movie collections on DVD, double features on Blu-ray, both of which retail for about $10 or less. So here we have Deep Rising and The Puppet Masters. Very cool stuff. A lot of these I picked up because they're movies I'd never seen before. I vaguely remembered them when they came out. I missed them at the time and then just kind of forgot about them. But then seeing these low-priced packs come out, I couldn't resist getting these. So we have Deep Rising with Treat Williams, Famke Janssen, who of course you'll know from GoldenEye and the X-Men movies, and some other guys I don't know. The Puppet Master, of course, starring Donald Sutherland. You also have Richard Belzer in there as well. You may remember from Homicide: Life on the Street and some other cop shows. Also had his own talk show for a while. So that's pretty cool. Nice collection there. And actually, just to give you a look quickly inside, in this case, we do have them on a single disc, but again, it is no more than 2 movies on a single disc, and I did confirm these are 50 gig discs, so you're actually getting pretty nice quality on those. Now, as far as I understand, Mill Creek did not do the film transfers themselves. They basically just picked up the license from Buena Vista and were sent high-definition masters. So the quality of the Blu-ray transfers is kind of hit and miss. Some of them are really good. Some of them are what appear to be high-def transfers that were created for DVD release, so there is some digital manipulation there. But for the most part, the thing I like about Mill Creek's Blu-ray releases in general is they really don't do any tampering with them. I mean, the Spaghetti Western double packs that I picked up from them are fantastic, and I highly recommend them. And, you know, for $10 or less, you're getting 2 movies for that. It's like $5 a movie. I mean, come on. For those of you who say Blu-ray is too expensive, buy Mill Creek stuff. There's your solution. You get lots of cool movies, really cheap. Next up, we have another one, kind of a gangster theme here. We got Billy Bathgate with Dustin Hoffman and Blaze with Paul Newman. Very good stuff. Yeah, as far as extras go, as I mentioned, these are pretty much bare bones. But you do often get the theatrical trailer. So you get the trailer, but that's pretty much it for extras. Next up, we have, this is a big deal because apparently it's never even been available on DVD before, as far as I know. Definitely never available on Blu-ray before. Steve Martin in A Simple Twist of Fate. Very good. Always got to love some Steve Martin. And then we got Andy McDowell, John Turturro, and Michael Richards in Unstrung Heroes. Very cool indeed. Let's rearrange things a little bit here. We'll do it like this. That'll be nice, I think. Yeah, we'll do it like that. All right. And then finally, not last but most certainly not least, we got a pair of cop movies. We have Michael Keaton in One Good Cop and Melanie Griffith Melanie Griffith in The Stranger Among Us. Or A Stranger Among Us, sorry. Yeah, you can tell I haven't seen that one yet, eh? Yeah, so anyway, quite a pile of movies for next to nothing. I mean, this is definitely a good deal. And this isn't even close to the entire collection either. I'll post a link in the description to Mill Creek's website, and if you check out their November 2012 releases, you can get the full, well actually October and November, they've been releasing these over the course of the past couple of months. You can get the full listing of all the titles that are available. And you should be able to find them in places like Walmart and you know, other discount places like that sell a lot of stuff. Walmart loves these. I see these titles at Walmart all the time. They seem to just love Mill Creek stuff because, well, I mean, it's a budget title. It's impulse purchase. You know, it's very attractive to people who are just there doing some shopping and want to pick up a couple of good movies to watch. Yeah, so pretty good stuff. New Blu-rays and DVD multi-packs, Blu-ray double features, and 4 movie collection DVDs from Mill Creek Entertainment. Keep up the good work, guys. Definitely loving what I'm seeing so far. Now if we can just get Jason the Wheeled Warriors Volume 2 happening, I'll be a very happy camper indeed. But perhaps another story for another time. Actually, speaking of which, just on a totally random tangent, but it's somewhat Mill Creek related. The last I heard was Jace Volume 2 is scheduled for an early 2013 release. So let's hope January 1st. Alrighty, that is it for me to you for now, folks. So until next time, thanks for watching, and sayonara.